Hi, welcome to Midwest Magic Cleaning. My name is Six Chili Dogs, inventor of disgusted and embarrassed wives everywhere. I'd like to talk about ADHD for a little bit because I have done a ton of videos about this subject, but I usually use a method which I call the grid method, where you take a 3 foot by 3 foot area and you just focus on that, nothing else but that 3 foot by 3 foot section. When that gets clean, you move to the next. However, there's one thing that I had never talked about, and I think it's worthwhile, is that though this method works for some people, it definitely doesn't work for all, because you have to change a mindset, so you're fighting against ADHD. But there's a method that I use where you kind of give in to the ADHD, and it's a little bit tough to explain. Let me give you an example. Now, you'll see me doing this a bit in this video where I start running dishwater. Then I turn around while the dishwater is running and I find a bunch of old paperwork that's on my cutting board. So while the dishwater is running, I'm going to grab that paperwork and start to head into another room. Then on the way out of that room, I'm going to notice that all the chairs in my table are messed up. So I'm going to set that paperwork down, fix the chairs, fix the runner, then grab that paperwork and continue taking that to my office. Where things can go awry is if I let myself, I would have noticed that my desk was really messy and all the paperwork is kind of everywhere. I have to stop myself from cleaning that. So the way that I do that is as I'm leaving the room that I want to be clean, and so in this case it's going to be the kitchen, and I'm taking my papers to the other room, I'm literally chanting in my head, kitchen, 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 the whole trip, so that once I get into this room, my brain is chanting kitchen, and it reminds me to go back there. Don't straighten up the paperwork in my office. That can be the next room that I do if I want, or get it some other time. But repeating that word, even if you have to do it out loud, keeps you on track and keeps you focused and makes you return to the room that you were originally trying to clean.